This is a little welcome to Module 3, Section A. Now, I have looked at the list of things that we've chosen to put in Module 3 and in Section A, and hopefully you have looked at the content page and you can see what great bits of information we have. And I guess the best way of introducing this section is to be thinking about it as an encyclopedia. So this is an encyclopedia of lots and lots of factual stuff. So taking a bit of a step away from the teaching skills, that comes in Section B and it comes in Module 4. But this is basically all the knowledge that Blaine, myself and Laura have gained over the years of things that PDIs ask us for. So quite often they can get to the end of their training and think, gosh, I'm not really too sure whether I know about that, or what happens if. So there's lots of those kind of questions that are answered within this module here. So as I look through it, so I've got it written on a piece of paper here, as I look through it, there are some things that you're going to be needing to know and possibly almost on a daily basis going to be using. So for example, preparing pupils for test, the L test explained in more detail, all about the faults and how to conduct mock tests, what happens on the day of the L test, checklists for you to make sure that you are prepared and your pupils prepared. So all of that good nitty-gritty, proper driving instructor stuff that will make you feel like at least you're not a fraud and you do know vaguely what you're talking about when you're taking your first few pupils to test. So we explain all of that. And then there's some things that I really hope, fingers crossed, you're not going to need very regularly, but by us putting them in here means that you have got a resource, you have got the ability to just have a little read through, you know where you can then find the information from. So for example, breaking down or crashing or hitting animals on a driving lesson. As I said, fingers crossed they don't happen to you, or they happen very rarely to you, but at least you know where you can be looking for that information, and we have covered it, so you can also tick that off in your box in terms of things that you now get. You might have those little underlying questions that you're thinking, God, who can I ask? I feel a bit silly asking what would I do if type of questions. So that is all in this section. Now there's also things in here that we won't proclaim to be experts in. We might have some experience of, but we're not the experts in. So for example, teaching disability pupils, that's not my expert field. But what we've done is we have given you some useful information in terms of where you could go off and find that information from, and pointed you in the direction of the experts. So some things we will have some opinions on, or some facts that we can give you. Other times we will set out some structure for you so that you can go off and find some more detail. Do look into those things, because it could well be that you're needing them during the course of your training, but more importantly you might be needing them for after you have qualified too. So this will remain your encyclopedia and give you that information that nobody else is giving you, that you're thinking, when is this going to fit into my training? So hopefully this is where you'll find all of that.